So guys, now we will discuss about the DX type of the compact ceiling arrangement. So this is DX new type arrangement, which is the double security type stunt tube ceiling arrangement. Has an additional construction of one more seal, that is called 3S seal ceiling ring, and the number 3 intermediate ring. So there is one more intermediate ring introduced from the standard type. In standard type CX type, earlier we had seen there were two intermediate rings, number 1 and number 2. To include one more seal, they have introduced one more intermediate ring, that is number 3 intermediate ring, and one more seal is done.
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respectonship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not, with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
Why it is done? Here is the answer. If number 3 seal, this one seal is damaged, so to avoid, if you find this seal is damaged, the oil and water will have a tendency to leak out into the engine room. In that case, this double security, what advantage it presents is, you can close out the oil supply to this number 2 and number 3, and you can open the oil supply to the number 3 and number 3S sealing ring. So these are the two sealing rings, 3 and 3S, which will now act as your oil sealing, whereas this one will be closed out. This can be used for oil sealing now. So if your number 1 seal leaks and water comes in, and say in that case your number 2 also leaks and water has come inside this section, to make sure that there is no further increase in pressure, because oil is there, so oil will also additionally add on the pressure. To reduce the pressure on these sealing rings and to minimize the leakage and to avoid any more sealing ring leakage and leakage into the engine room from this side, from the number 3, what you have to do is, you will just close out the oil supply here and give the oil supply in this section. We will see that one in details in the next section, but the basic purpose of this one is this. When we are reading about the oil supply, how do you do it, you will see in the next in the coming sections also. So if number 3 sealing ring is damaged, number 3S sealing ring can be immediately brought into service by closing the valves on the oil lines to the oil chamber between 3 and 3S sealing rings. So the oil chamber valves will be closed for this and will be open for this. The assembly you can see is almost similar to the previous one. You have an o-ring here, you have a bolt fitted here, this is the chrome liner, this is the propeller boss, this is a packing here. This chrome liner rotates with your propeller because this is directly connected to the propeller, and your seal assembly is static. This one is a split sealing ring, okay, and then there are separate number of intermediate rings, 1, 2 and 3. So one more intermediate ring has been introduced in the DX type sealing arrangement, last one with more number of oil holes. Okay, this is connected with your flange ring, which is attached to the stern tube. So this is your stern tube, this is the flange ring attached to the stern tube, connected with the bolting arrangement here, which is then connected. This is how it is connected to the, so this surface is your, this section is the section of the ship where it is connected to the stern tube. This is the chrome liner. So let me show you a very clear pictorial representation video of this, so that it will be very clear to you of how the camel CX type and DX type assembly looks like. So CX type and DX type basically is similar assembly, only one more seal, extra seal 3X, to give you more security, double security. DX seal has been introduced. So let me play the video for you. So this is the camel compact sealing arrangement. The photo, the representation that you see here is a shaft, okay, this is your main engine shaft, this is your propeller shaft. From here, this assembly on the cover is your stern tube. Okay, this is your intermediate shaft bearing, this is your stern tube, a hollow tube, and this section which is we are talking about is the assembly where it is connected to the connected with the flange ring, and the stern tube here. This is where the vessel stern tube is connected to the stern frame here. Okay, so from there the section is outside into the sea. Okay, this is your propeller boss, and this end is connected, this end of the stern tube is connected with the propeller boss, and there is a chrome liner. This is the chrome liner on which the seals are fitted. Okay, this chrome liner is continuously rotating with the shaft and the propeller, whereas these seals are rubbing on the chrome liner, continuously rubbing on the chrome liner. Okay, let us just see more. Okay, so this is the sectional view. You can see when the stern tube has been shown here, you can, there are two bearings. This is the aft stern tube bearing, this is the forward stern tube bearing. Okay, now you see, this is the aft stern tube bearing, this is the forward stern tube bearing, this is the forward seal, this one is the aft sealing assembly. Okay, this is the DX type. Actually 4 number of sealing rings are shown here, 1, 2, 3 and 3s. As we look in more closely, you can see more detail. So this part is the propeller boss part, this part is your chrome liner, this part is your seal casing. Okay, cover, aft seal cover connected with the flange ring. The flange ring is the end ring, and this is connected to the stern tube. This is the bearing. Bearing lies here. Okay, this one here is your stopper o-ring that we had seen before. Okay, one o-ring that was in the forward part, that is the first o-ring. This one is called the net stopper. The net stopper is basically any net or something gets entangled that does not harm the stern tube. Otherwise, the net will pull out or cause disturbance into the stern tube assembly. So there is a net stopper to allow the net to be retained until this place. So you can see this is the o-ring, first o-ring that we had talked about. Okay, let me compare. So this is the o-ring, first o-ring. There is a net stopper here, not shown in this photo. Okay, and then comes the number of sealing rings. Okay, so this one is your net stopper, this one is your chrome liner. If you see here, this one is your chrome liner. This is your cover ring. Cover ring means the first ring. Okay, the cover ring here is this one. This one is your cover ring, split cover ring, which can be opened up into two parts, segments we have already seen. Then comes your intermediate rings. Number 1 intermediate ring, number 2 intermediate ring, number 3 intermediate ring. As you can see here, number 1 covering के बाद 1, 2, 3. There are 3 intermediate rings which are interconnected with, and there are holes in between. You can see this. These are the 3 intermediate rings, and these are your seals. These are the seal rings, lip seals with the rubber rubbing into the chrome liner, and you have a gutter spring to press it on the liner. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 3s. So this is 3s in the DX type assembly. This is also, the stern tube bearing is also called the bush because it is a bush kind of assembly. Okay, stern tube bush assembly. This last ring is called the flange ring. Okay, cover ring, flange ring in the end, and other intermediate rings in between. Okay, you can see now the assembly is being again connected. Okay, this is how it is connected. Okay, this one is your net stopper, the first one here. Okay, so this is how it comes out. The first one here in the cover ring is your net stopper. Okay, net stopper, and the other are the sealing rings, and the first one here is the o-ring. So any nets, that is also very important. If any net gets entangled, to avoid that net to cause any harm to other sealing arrangements, you have a earlier o-ring here, a sealing ring assembly called the net stopper. In the standard diagrams you won't find this. This o-ring is for any hydraulic say stern tube oil leakage from this part, from the chrome liner. Inside the chrome liner, if oil is leaking out, because it is completely filled with oil, the internal section of the chrome liner here for the bearing lubrication is completely filled with oil. If oil starts leaking from here, this o-ring is there to protect. You can see this is the o-ring that we are talking about, coming in between these two. If you compare the diagram, you can directly relate it to the diagram. So this is how, this is the o-ring we are talking about. This is the propeller boss, and this is the chrome liner. Okay, this is the net stopper. These are the number of sealing rings, 1 2 3 4. These are the intermediate rings. This is the casing ring, cover ring, and this is the flange ring, last one. Okay, stern tube oil is supplied. So through the plug hole between 1 and 2, you can supply oil. In between the sealing rings, there is oil going in from the stern tube system itself. This is the oil. You can see stern tube oil is filled inside here. This is the stern tube oil, and in these two, through these two pipes also. So say if your oil starts leaking, this section starts leaking, number 3 seal starts leaking, oil and water has come in until here, what you do is to reduce the pressure into this seal, you close this line and you open this line. That is why this double security sealing arrangement is given. Open this line for further lubrication and closing of this line. This is your sealing arrangement. The camel oil seal is equipped with an integrated spare seal. This is the spare seal, 3S. In the event of oil leakage from the oil side ring, this oil side ring, due to any cause, if your oil side ring, this one 3 number leaks, the spare seal can be activated through the simple valve operation. So there is a valve given here, it can be changed over to the other section, allowing continued safe use for an extended period of time. Okay, this is the purpose and explanation of the Camel 3 CX and DX type sealing arrangement. Okay guys, so in the next section we will further study more about this section. Thank you.